you. Okay, team. So I'll readjust here. So we just got that wonderful reminder about the webinar posted by DC Lab. The information was put in the chat for next Wednesday about COPD and building your action plan and what that is. So that's really awesome. What you need for today. You're going to need two types of weights. So I've actually just gone ahead and pulled out 2 cans of beans so that you guys can see the versatility that we can be using just with the things we have in our home. So we're going to do a couple shoulder things that we'll want a lighter weight for, or you can just use your arms, the weight of your own arms for some of the stuff we're going to do. Or you can use some super beans. You will also need a stretchy band if you have one. So just a reminder to kind of just gently pull it apart and look for any rips or tears in the rubber where it might snap on you, because that is never a fun time. And then other than that, some safety tips. Make sure you have a nice clear space to exercise in, nothing to step on or trip over. It's helpful to have sturdy shoes or bare feet to limit slips and trips, and as well as a sturdy chair, okay? Make sure you go at your own pace. This is your exercise class. And to start, we're going to get into our breathing pattern. So you can go ahead and take a slow, deep breath in. And then we're blowing out through pursed lips like breathing out through a straw. Breathe in, fill up that belly, so we're breathing down. Breathe out through pursed lips. And again, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Once more, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, team. So now we're going to add to that. We're going to just lift an arm as we breathe in, and as we breathe out, we lower the arm. So if you do not want to go all the way overhead for whatever reason, you can just move from the elbow. Think about touching thumb to shoulder. Breathing in, lift your arm. Slowly breathe out as we lower it. Breathe in to lift the arm. Slowly breathe out to lower it. Breathe in, lift the arm. Slowly breathe out to lower. 2 more. In, breathe in. Lower the arm as we breathe out. And last one, breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower down. All right, so we're going to have our palms facing up, thumbs pointed out to the sides. Keep your elbows tucked in. We are going to breathe in as we pull apart the hands, and then breathe out to bring them back in. So we're going to inhale as we pull apart the hands. Exhale to bring them back in. Inhale to pull apart. Exhale to reset. Inhale to pull apart. Exhale to reset. Inhale, pull apart. Exhale to reset. Inhale, pull apart. Exhale to reset. Inhale, pull apart. Exhale to reset. And last one. And inhale to pull apart. Exhale to bring the hands back down. Okay, we can start swinging the arms, whatever that looks like to you. We're going to maintain that breathing pattern as we start to increase our movement. And as we start to swing, we're also going to lift and lower the heels. So lift and lower the heels as we swing our arms back and forth. Good. Maintain that breathing pattern. Swing the arms, lift and lower the heels. Excellent work, team. All right, we're going to change up our movement here in 3, 2, 1. Get your feet apart about the width of your chair. We're just going to pull a knee in across. We're looking for a little bit of a stretch through that hip, and we reach our arm across to meet it. So we pull one knee in and reach our arm across. Pull a knee in, reach the arm across. Pull the knee in, reach the arm across. Good. Excellent job, team. Pull and reach. Pull and reach. Pull and reach. Pull and reach. Keep up that steady breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Now from here, you can have your arms across your chest or up above to make it a little more challenging. And we have our knees and feet wide apart, and we're just going to do a slow march. So we're just lifting one leg, the other leg pushes down into the ground in order to lift our other leg. One leg pushes, so the other lifts. So again, your arms can be up or they can be across, or you can be part way. Okay. Good. So a couple wide stepped marches. Three, 2, 1. And rest your feet, but keep having them in this wide apart position because we're going to do a couple of our hinges. So again, you can have your arms down or across or at the hips. We're just going to lean forward. Remember to keep the chest up so we're not rounding. Chest stays up as we bend forwards through the hips and then push through our feet to come back up. So lean forward through the hips and push through your feet to come back up. Forward through the hips, push through the feet to come back up. Excellent. Lean forward and push through the feet to come back up. And 3 more. 3. Go to just where you can. 2. And last one. All right. Okay, we can shake it out. And we're actually going to stay seated or stand. We're going to work on some of our balance. So if you're going to stay seated, that's great. There's 2 ways we can improve our balance from a seated position. You're going to have 1 foot up, and the goal is you're not going to lose your balance here, but it's good to practice keeping your hips still. So don't allow your hips to move at all. Think about tightening through your glutes. You can also get a pillow or rolled up towel underneath your bum to provide some instability, okay? If you're going to choose to stand, you can go ahead and do so. And I would just ask that you have balance support within grabbing distance. So within touching distance, we've got some balance support here. And the first thing we're going to do, nice and easy, is we're just going to lift up one knee. And if lifting up the knee is too challenging, you can also stand heel to toe. So find what's challenging but doable. Think about pushing down through your stance leg. And we're going to hold for 3, 2, 1, and change. And again, as we change legs, the goal is to limit how much our hips move. So push down through that foot on the stance leg. 3, 2, 1, and change. And hold. 3, 2, 1, and change. And we hold, and 3, 2, 1, change. 3, 2, 1, last change. 3, 2, 1, and rest the leg. So now I'm going to ask that we all stand heel to toe, like we're standing on a tightrope. Now, the more on a tightrope we are, the less balanced we are. So you can bring your feet further apart to decrease your instability. Find what's challenging but doable for you. And then from here, I'm just going to ask that we gently turn our head to the side and then back forward. Then we're going to turn to the other side. So again, keep your chest up tall. Slowly turn. And this can be quite challenging. As soon as we add in some head movement or eye movement, it can really throw off our balance. So I really want you to think about squeezing your glutes tight and pressing your toes into the ground. If you know you tend to experience some vertigo, I would probably advise you just close your eyes for 3 seconds and then open them rather than turning your head. And we're just going to go ahead and switch which foot is forward. And then from here, if you can you gently, slowly look up and then really gently, slowly look down. And again, if you know you tend to experience vertigo, I encourage you just to close your eyes and then open. Good, and relax there. Okay, you might need to shake out your hips a little bit. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stand on one leg, and there's a couple levels to this. You can slide your foot a little bit away from you and then slide it back. You can lift to touch and bring it back, or to make it the most challenging, you can raise it up in the air, pause, and bring it back down. Okay, the goal is to do 10 per leg. We're going to do either 10 and 10, or you can do 5 and 5 twice. Ready? Either lifting or touching that foot out. 1, 2. Remember, your other foot pushes down into the ground. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. We're switching legs and shake it out in between, and we're raising it out. We're touching it to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome work, team. Okay, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you are feeling good, or maybe a thumbs down, or maybe so. Yeah, I'm seeing thumbs up, which is good. Okay, we're gonna do one last balance exercise and then we'll transition into some cardio. All right, we are gonna go back to this tightrope position. And all I'm gonna ask you to do here is just bend your knees a little bit and then come back up. Bend your knees and come back up. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Brilliant. Switch which leg is forward. And when you're ready, we bend the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Brilliant. You can go ahead and sit down, everybody. Or if you're choosing to remain standing, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Okay, we're going to get into a bit of cardio, looking at getting our heart rates up, looking at getting ourselves breathing a little bit heavily. Okay, just a reminder, you don't want to feel shaky, dizzy, or like you cannot catch your breath, but it is okay to feel like you are huffing and puffing. Okay, all right. And it's okay to feel a little uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to learn what is a good discomfort that we're working through with exercise. Okay, so all we're going to do here is we're going to just touch our foot forward and reach forward at the same time. So it's a touch and reach, touch and reach. We are going to work for a minute and rest for 30 seconds. So I haven't started the timer, just so you know. Remember to try to push yourself, but the goal is to keep moving for a full minute. Ready and go. Timer has started. 1 minute of work. Goal number 1 is, can you keep moving for a full minute? Goal number 2 is, can we get you huffing and puffing a little bit? Good work. Focus on that breathing pattern. Especially important to breathe out through pursed lips. Great job, everybody. Keep doing what you can. And we've got 15 seconds left. Woo! Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to rest for 30 seconds. Remember, you can get into your recovery position, which is chest tall, bent forwards. And we are breathing out through pursed lips. What we're going to do next is reach away from our stepping foot. So reach away from our stepping foot. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Great job, team. Step and reach, step and reach, step and reach. Do what you can. Keep up that breathing pattern. You're almost there. 15 seconds left. Well done, everybody. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So again, you can find that recovery position. Remember, if you're just joining us, to start off really slow and ease into it, because you probably haven't had a warm-up yet, and a warm-up is very important to help us prepare and reduce that breathlessness as we exercise. Next team, we're going to lift our hands over as we march, or just reach your hand to where you can. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're marching, and if you can, reach that arm up. Remember, this is increasing that range of motion, so it is going to be more intense. Some ways you can reduce the ranges, maybe you're just lifting up through the heel or stepping that little bit forward instead of lifting the knee. Okay, maybe you are choosing to just raise the arm to shoulder height rather than all the way up. So different ways you can adjust every movement we do to make it challenging but doable for you. Okay, and if anybody needs some extra advice on how to adapt it, please feel free to ask. That is why I am here. Make sure we're all having fun while exercising and being challenged appropriately. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Find that recovery position. Excellent job, team. What we're going to do next is hands out in front, side to side, like we're wiping down a counter. And then from here, you can step forward, or you can think about just your heels lifting. You can do one at a time. You can do both at the same time. Okay, we're starting. Actually, I'll give you guys a little bit longer of a rest. So we'll start in 5 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So move those arms across the body like we're wiping down a big counter. That's what they mean when they say get your body into it. There we go. So stepping 1 foot forward at a time. Wipe the counter down. And maintain your breathing. You're halfway there. Wonderful job, team. $15 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Great job, everybody. Remember to breathe out through pursed lips, even if it's a bit quicker. And then we start to slow it down. We've got just one last cardio interval, everybody. Okay. And all we're going to do is kick and reach. Okay. Kick and reach. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Kick and reach. You can focus on just the kick. You can just step rather than lifting the leg up. Different ways you can increase or decrease the intensity here. I encourage you to get your torso up tall as we move. Well done, everybody. So keep up that breathing pattern as we move. Excellent work. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent work, everybody. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to take a longer rest, get our breath back, bring the heart rate down, because then we've got some strength exercises to do today. You are already halfway through class. Good work. If anyone has any questions about the exercises so far today or what's to come, now's a great time to ask, okay? While we have a bit of a break. So just focus on your breathing. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. How's everybody feeling? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, so. Nice. I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up, which is great. And then just a small few of okay. Oh, that was good. Okay. There we go. All right, so like I said, we're going to get into some strength for today. Hopefully, you all have those 2 smaller weights, or just use your arms, your body weight. I've went ahead and grabbed 2 cans of beans. In my group yesterday morning, I said grab light weights, and one of my participants didn't believe me, and their feedback at the end was, "Oh, I took too much weight." I should have listened to you, Jill. So lighter weight for what we're about to do, because we're going to do some different movements. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask everybody. We're going to have the our hands down by our side, and you can do this sitting up tall, or if you can and want to increase the challenge, you can lean forward slightly. So notice I am keeping my back up tall as I lean forward. Otherwise, we're just going to limit our breathing capacity or inhale. So up tall if you want to lean forward. We have our palms facing our bodies, and we're just going to lift one arm up to where you can. Even if it's just a small movement, that's okay. But grip whatever weight you're using, lift it up and down. Good, so lift it straight up. So think about a nice straight arm here. We're moving just through the shoulder blade. Nice and slow. It can be helpful to breathe out as we lift, and then breathe in to lower down and reset. All right, now if you're ready for an extra challenge, I would like to encourage you to try a couple of both moving at the same time without any movement through your lower back. So this one is a bit more challenging. Lift both at the same time without straining and without moving through our back. Breathing out as we lift. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now from this position, or being up tall, we're just going to lift up our elbows and then keep them there. Now notice the position of my hands. My hands are turned so my palms are facing behind me to start. And all we're going to do is rotate through the shoulder to pull up our hands and then rotate back down. So you'll notice that my elbows kind of just hang out in the air. Okay, and again, you can do this without weight. This is a tough exercise to do. We're opening up through the chest. We're working on our external rotators in our shoulder. It's a tough exercise. Good. Couple more if you can, just that little bit of rotation. 3, 2, and 1. Good. You can rest. You can roll your shoulders back. Okay. Was that challenging? Some of you might be feeling it in your neck. The two things there are, again, make sure the weight is light enough. Again, even if you're not using a weight at all, you can still get some really good benefit from doing that exercise. And I'd also encourage you, if you're feeling it in your neck, to make sure we're not hiking the shoulders up to our ears as we do this. Okay, so you might need to lower down slightly and focus on that slight movement. Okay, all right. You can put your hands to the side for now. And we're going to grab our stretchy band. And we're going to do some band pull aparts, just 10 of them. And again, this is not exercise you want to be straining in, so make sure it's fairly light. Arms in line with the chest, and we're just going to pull the band apart and then with control, bring our hands back in. Ready, and pull. 1, and slowly back in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good. 7, think about pulling through the shoulder blades. 8, 9, and 10. Now, this might be a good time to remind everybody that how we get strong is through movements and through tension in the muscle. So, and I say that because pulling the band apart is good for building that range of motion, but sometimes we're not able to do a full movement because other parts of our body are too sore. So if we're pulling the band apart and you're really feeling it in your neck and you're just going, that's sore, I do encourage you, if you keep your hands down and instead of doing that full range, just pull. You'll notice my hands don't move apart very much. I'm holding my hands tighter on the bands. There's more tension. Just a slight pull. This is where you can even just use a cloth and just pulling and thinking about the shoulder blades tightening together and then relaxing. You can still build up some strength there without getting as much pain and stiffness in your neck. Okay, and that applies to all the movements we do. Same principle as our seated sit to stand. We stay seated and just push our feet in to the ground to get that tension in our legs. Okay. All right, we are going to do just a couple sit to stands, get our legs fired up, and then we're going to repeat those exercises. So you can stay seated and push your feet into the ground. Ready? 4, and have your feet out wide. So in that sumo position. And let's go. We're doing between 5 and 10 if you can. Good. Remember to tighten up through your core. So tighten up your body to stand up. And it's helpful to breathe out as well. So just do what you can. 3 more. 2 more. Nice control, everybody. Last one if you can. Up and then down with control. And rest. Woo! Well done, team. That is awesome. Okay, we're gonna have a short rest and then we're gonna repeat. Is there any questions about the exercises we're doing so far? Nope. Nope. No problem. It's always good to check in. Okay. So you can grab your small weights or your cans, water bottle, and we're gonna repeat those exercises. So the first one we did was leaning forward, chest up still. And we're just lifting one arm up at a time. Good. So keep up your breathing. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. And again, some of you may have a sore or cranky neck. This can make it more sore and cranky. So you want to be more cautious of your range of motion. And you can pause and really try to feel that just your shoulder blade is doing the movement. And that we're not hiking up the shoulder and tightening the neck in order to accomplish it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, then we pull up the elbows and we're looking for that rotation through our arms. So that rotation and down. Or you can do it up tall. A little bit of noise is okay. Like my shoulders are cracking and popping. We give it a fancy name, crepitus. And somehow it's such a suitable name for the sounds your joints sometimes make. 3, 2, 1. Good. There we go. So remember, after this, we had the stretchy band. All right. So with that stretchy band, got our arms at kind of chest height, and we're going to pull it apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Good job, team. And then the last thing we had was a couple of sumo sit to stands where you can stay seated and push your legs into the floor, or we can be going all the way up and down with control. All the way up, down with control. Nice. Remember, it's helpful to breathe out as you stand up. Good. And once you've done what you can, you're going to rest. You can get into your recovery position. Excellent, excellent job, team. Awesome. How are we feeling? A little pooped. I see an okay. Is that more just from energy, breathing? All right, so we did a lot of work through the shoulders today. So it's only right that we kind of loosen it off and get them feeling really good. All right. So what I'm gonna ask us to do now, maybe I'll turn it to the side. You're gonna lean forward a little bit. You can also choose to do this standing up. You can put your hands on the seat of your chair. Anytime we bend over like this, though, just be cautious of pulling the head down because that can get you feeling dizzy. Or you can go up a little bit higher. This one's okay to do at the back of the chair. Just remain planted on your feet. And all we're going to do here is breathe in to round the back. So we're going to breathe in to round the back. And then we're going to breathe out and gently arch. And think about lengthening our spine. And then breathe in to round. Breathe out to lengthen. 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 Once more. Breathe in to round. Breathe out to lengthen. Good. All right. I got our upper back moving. Now we're just going to grab the chair behind us. You just want to place your hand at the back of your chair. And we're just going to sit up tall. So you should be getting a little bit of a stretch through the shoulder and chest here. Can everyone feel that little bit of a stretch?
Yes.
Perfect. Again, we're seated up tall. Switch arms. Up tall. Good work. All right, you can relax there. Now we're gonna push one arm down and reach the other up. If reaching that arm up is too much, you can reach out in front instead. But it really is helpful to pull those arms apart. One up, one down. Sitting up tall to breathe. And slowly switch arms. So press one up, press one down, slowly breathing. And slowly relax there. Good job, team. Now I'm just gonna ask that you gently grab underneath your chair or under your leg, whatever feels best for you. And we're gonna super gently, and I'm gonna caution you, if you have osteoporosis, which is different than arthritis, osteoporosis in your spine, you're gonna be very cautious not to go too far in this next stretch, because we are gently holding underneath the chair and then slowly, gently tilting our head away. Good. So nice and controlled. And slowly switch sides. Grab underneath the chair, gently tilt the head to the side. All right, and rest there. Next, we're gonna reach an arm out in front and press the other back behind us. We're gonna take a couple slow, deep breaths in as we push the arms away from each other. And switch. Press the arms away. Couple of slow, deep breaths. And relax. Okay, team. Now we're just gonna pull the elbow up. And we're just gonna get back into kind of our regular stretch routine. So if you have any questions, stretch time is the perfect time to go ahead and ask. And you guys did really great today. Switch arms. No questions at all.
Means we must know everything.
Or you just don't want to learn more today.
Just shows what a good teacher you are.
Oh, thank you. Let's reach out that leg. Yeah, those were some new movements today. You guys did really well. And go ahead and switch legs. Well, it's Thursday. Does anyone have any plans for the next couple of days?
Get ready for winter.
Yeah. Are you getting more snow?
No, and the stuff we got's close to gone already.
Okay,
Really
there
good to
we
see
go.
it totally go away and not come back too, so, but
That's not how the winter season works.
no, I know, it'd be nice if they could have the snow up top where you need it for the summer water. And then just have it really nice down below, you know?
True. Very true.
If you want to
Pull
ski.
your leg
go
up onto
there.
your shin. Yeah. Think you need to move somewhere a little warmer for that.
That's true.
We're pretty far from the equator.
Yeah. Problem is we're already pretty close to borderline to the States, and I don't want to live down there.
No.
We won't talk about politics. Okay.
That's always a good rule of thumb. There we go, team. You can go ahead and switch legs.
Joe,
Everyone's
how,
shoulders feeling.
can you
yeah.
remind us how to get the best out of this, how to get the best stretch out of the leg on the thigh or?
You betcha. So the best way to get the stretch out from the glute and up into the back is to actually pull your knee towards you and towards your midline, and then you can lean forward into it as well. Don't slouch into it, lean through the hip. And then you'll feel that stretch a little deeper through the glutes and up into the back. Which is great because a lot of us carry a lot of tension in our glutes. And relax. You can drop a leg back or turn sideways in your seat. We'll stretch out the front of the hip. And we'll take a couple slower, deeper breaths here. And turn. Couple slow, deep breaths here, team. All right. Last thing for today is we're going to take in a nice deep breath together. You can keep your hands on belly. You can pull them apart. You can reach up overhead, whatever you're most comfortable with. We are breathing in. Slowly out. And shake out your hands and legs. Thank you so much for joining me today, team. Lovely to see you all.
Thank you for being there for us.